start with an activation drill. So we're going to start in our quadruped position on the floor. So go ahead and follow me onto the floor. We're going to go right onto our hands and feet. So we're going to lift up off the knees, just onto the hands and toes. When I say go, we're just quickly lift off with one arm and one leg, opposite arm, opposite leg. Bring it back down. Then when I say go, lift up, opposite arm, opposite leg. So the goal is to go quickly and stabilize for about 5 seconds. So this is really going to recruit all the muscles in your pillar. So let's go ahead and press up and away from the floor and go. Lift up nice and fast. Hold. Go ahead and drop and go. Good, nice and fast. We don't have to go high off the mat. And go. Good, so stabilize, hold for a few. Ready, and go. You might find you're a little shakier than one side than the other. Ready, and go. Hold, and drop. Go. Stay as still as possible, and drop. Go. So you're going to get a little bit better at it the more we go. Last one, and go. Good. Slowly drop it down. All right, so for our workout, since we got our pillar engaged now, we have a workout of 4 exercises. We're going to go 4 rounds here. So I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. You guys are going to follow along with me. So go ahead and find your spot on your mat. We're going to start on our backs with some hollow rocks. So we'll start with this. Right here, the regression is keep knees slightly bent, palms facing up. We can start here. If this is too easy, bring those arms overhead. Keep a slight bend in the knee still. Or totally advanced, try to straighten those legs out. So pick your version of the hollow rock. Good, so we have 15 seconds rest. We're going to move into alternating swimmers with a W. So what that will look like, on the stomach, opposite arm, opposite leg. Squeeze that elbow down like a lat pull down. Extend and down. So we're switching opposite arm, opposite leg, squeeze and down. So trying to keep the neck nice and neutral. Squeezing that elbow down to the rib cage. Squeezing that glute. 2, 1. Good, so now we're going to flip on over to our backs. We're going to move into a sprinter crunch. So we're going to start with both legs out nice and straight on the floor. We're going to reach up, opposite elbow, opposite arm, knee, back down, sprint up and down. So we're just going back and forth here. Bringing that elbow to knee. Alternating squeeze at the top. Control yourself on the way down. 2, 1. Good, so our last exercise of this circuit is going to be a plank knee tuck with hip extension. So what that looks like, the plank, tuck the elbow to knee, extend, squeeze that glute, up, and then alternate. So tuck, extend. Stay nice and strong here. Really trying to tuck that knee up and extend, squeeze the glute. Squeeze the abs, then the glute. All right, so that was round 1. So we're going to go through this series a few more times, grabbing water whenever we need it. We're going to move right into our polar rocks. Pick your version. I'm going to go with this one for now. Goal is to stay nice and hollow. So we're rocking, we're staying in control, and we have that tension here. So really trying to keep the toes flexed, pulling the arms away. All right, so I'm flipping onto the stomach, going to our alternating swimmers. So we're doing a lot of back and forth stuff today. We gotta train both sides. So up, squeeze, bring it back down. Good. Moving on to our backs, we're going to go into our sprinter crunch. Go ahead and lay nice and flat on the back. Get a quick breather here before we get to work. Come up, squeeze, control it down. All about control and intention. All right, flipping it back on over for our knee tucks and hip extensions. So really trying to squeeze both directions with this exercise. Ready? Tuck and extend. Keeping a nice neutral neck here. Just looking down at the floor. Try to stay as stable as possible. All right, we're halfway done here. So, moving on to round 3. Go ahead and get on your backs. Let's go into our hollow rocks. Keep the rib cage tucked here, making us nice and hollow. All right, go ahead, flip on over to your stomachs. We got a few moments to take a quick breather. So opposite arm, opposite leg, with that lat pull down. Squeeze that glute, that leg stays up the whole time the arm is working. Good, flip it right back on over. Moving into our sprinter's crunch. Legs out nice and straight. right back into our plank position. So go ahead and get your hands in the position that you want. Then we'll extend knees up into the plank. Try to stay as still as possible. Two, one, good. All right, last round coming on up. So let's go ahead and get ready for our hollow hold. Good, keep that tension, stay nice and strong. You're coming on to the stomach. Alternating swimmers. Get ready. Squeeze that elbow down. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, excellent. Bring it on over to the back again. We're going into our sprinter crunches. Okay, nice and controlled here as you come down. Squeeze. Control it down. All right, last exercise. Moving on into our plank knee tucks. 3, 2. A little bit of a challenge here is to hold the squeeze and hold the extension just for a little bit longer. And relax. All right, excellent job. We're going to go ahead and stretch out the anterior chain of the front part of our torso. So go ahead and lay on your stomach with me. We're going to go into little press-ups. Wherever you're at today. This is also excellent for the lower back. So go ahead and press up wherever you're comfortable at. Stretching out the pillar, giving the lower back a little bit of love. Go ahead and give me one more little press up here. And bring it down nice and slow. Well, that is all the time that we have left for our abs class today. Thank you guys so much.